it might be because my power's gone out, or I might have
It's
just
not
muted
because I'm a whiny, whingy ass.
No, if anything,
No?
I'm a whiny, whingy ass.
True enough. Alright. Wow, my scene switch hotkey actually worked. I wasn't expecting it to.
You're online. Hey, people. How you doing?
Oh, to be honest, I'm
Yay.
expecting everything to utterly fail today.
It's alright,
Hello,
I expect
everyone.
everything to utterly fail every day. It's all good.
You may be wondering why I look like a shriveled up Satsuma. Well, that's because I've been crying like a bitch about things that... I'm running from monsters that no one else can see. Let's just put it like that. That's what mental illness is.
What I call one of his dystonic, not dystonic, but autistic days.
The other one. The other one.
Ah.
Oh...
And I do want to stay, Steve, on stream, and then I'm going to sort of fade off here a little bit. But my hat's off to you for leaving that in your video there when you had the dystonic seizure. That's something that not everybody's willing to share. It shows how brave you are of a person in real life.
You know, that's genuine, like... That's genuinely one of the hardest things that I've ever done. Because I like control. So much of my autism dictates that I have control of everything. I mean, you know how much it bothered me putting the song request on my stream. That got to me because it's an element of control.
You fought with that decision for months? Yeah. Quite a while, because I brought that up with you shortly after we started discussing bots in the channel. And it took like months before you finally come around to it. No, so it was only whenever you actually get into a situation out of necessity, if I remember right, because you needed a bot to handle your donations and stuff. So.
Yeah. But I mean, when I'm having a seizure, I'm helpless.
Yeah, no control.
Complete. It's the most humiliating thing.
Have to deal with them. And I've been witness to people that's had them and stuff, and I looks at it, I know it's fun. That's for fun.
You just have. I mean, seizures
I
are
have no
different
clue.
for everyone. You know, I think much like autism or anything else like that they're very individual. Everyone reacts to them differently, experiences them in a different way. For me, it's confusion. I'm sure a lot of people will have had. I'm sorry, this is not the song for this topic. Give me a second here. There we go. Let me find the Birdie, brilliant artist, incredibly underrated, and perfect for this topic. Alright, where the hell was I again? What was I saying? It was something depressing and serious at the same time. Yeah, seizures are a different for everyone. For me, it's a lot of people will have had before kind of dizzy moments where you just maybe stand up too quickly or do something, and your brain just goes a bit funny and just like and then it snaps back. For me, when I have a seizure, it just keeps going. My brain just gets worse and worse, and you're feeling that with mounting intensity. Like there's almost like a pressure, but there's not. It's like the whole world is spinning, but you're standing still, and then your whole body starts shaking. I mean, that's as much to do with my dystonia as it is anything else. I mean, I have dystonic seizures, so it's kind of combined my postural hypertension, which means that if I stand up or sit down too quickly, then my whole brain will go funny for a bit and I have to sit down or lie down. I think when that combines with my dystonia, when I get a little too excited or something like that, then it triggers the dystonia and it just goes full body and I'm just there shaking.
That just goes. I'm not trying to make light of this, but it just goes to prove that friggin' particular replay. I guess that affected you to a point there.
No, it wasn't that. It was the commentary.
Well, that's what I mean, from the replay sort of thing.
Well, the
so much
replay had
into it.
nothing to do with it. It was the fact that I was trying to make it funny. I was going, why is Danny singing?
That's exactly what I'm talking about. You're putting so much into it.
Yeah,
so,
I did that too much, and it just triggered it. And I've had that happen before. It happened when we were doing team training.
Okay.
You remember in the team training when we were launching you into space? I was getting excited about something, and then I had another one.
I had to stop for a second.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I just want to clear something up in chat. I timed somebody out for a second. I basically flushed your chat because the topic on things, I look in chat, especially after I made the comment about how my hat's off to you for you showing that thing, and I see somebody in chat coming around, well, it sounded like an orgasm. Yeah, you're going to get timed out right now for that.
Yeah, it probably did. But I mean, you should know it's an incredibly humiliating experience in terms of it's the closest I've come, that one, in my entire life, is the closest I've come to literally calling out for help. I've never been so... It's one of the worst ones I've had. And I've listened back to it, and I can hear such a genuine element to my voice. It's like I don't consciously make the noises that I make.
No, I can imagine. Yeah,
it's almost like it's forced out of you.
Yeah, no.
Just so I don't know what noise I made. Maybe it sounded like an orgasm. Maybe it didn't.
Well, my whole point of it is keep the respect, people.
No, I think with that, it's like, I know this is nothing to do with it really, but like when people get hit with a taser and just kind of groan, they just make a noise, and like I've seen a video.
Hey,
I don't know if anyone's seen it.
You want to hear a noise like an orgasm? I got one for you. I got one. Believe me, I got one.
I had to open my mouth.
Violence repair.
Violence repair. That's an orgasm noise. Yeah, that's it. I'm coming. Repair.
I've just been severely violated. That was interesting.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I just saw that.
My keyboard isn't working. I'm pushing buttons. I have to push them twice.
Evening, gents.
Have you been working on a replay again, Steven?
What?
Have you changed your key mappings?
No. I pushed escape and it didn't bring up the thing.
Oh yeah!
Press F1 again.
Give me a second, people.
If that happens in the future, just press F1 twice.
F1
Hello,
twice?
K4.
Press F1 and press F1 again and it fixes it. I've had it in the past.
Okay, I'll do that. So, yes. After that in-depth explanation of what seizures feel like. Well, I can't say that really. A detailed explanation of how I experience them. Because I'm not so naive as to think my experience trumps or is equal to or is in any way less than anyone else's.
And I'm just going to take a second there. Whenever it comes to this particular topic, you'll notice I'm rather protective, Steve. Nobody can fix that one. That's just one of the reasons why I have so much respect for him, the fact that he plays well and puts up with all this shit.
We all get dealt a lot in life. Okay, right.
To succeed in life, you need three things.
Where the hell did you come from?
I know!
A wishbone, a backbone, and a funny bone.
I didn't even hear you come in.
Charge us out of nowhere.
Congratulations, you managed to sneak up on me.